Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Steph. I'm the mobile home investor, and I teach people all over the country how to get started with this low budget and high return investing strategy. And I've been doing this since 2019. So I make these videos a few times a week for you so you can learn the strategies and do this in the right way. I coach a lot of people and help a lot of people that are beginner newbie investors. Like they start with mobile homes because honestly, it's a great starting point to learn the ropes of house flipping and investing. But I see a lot of people that kind of go about it wrong. So I want to help you avoid losing money. I want to help you make money. And the way to do that is to properly analyze your market and come up with a strategy before you buy a home. I have a lot of people come to me after they've bought a home and they and that's backwards. Okay. You want to have all of your numbers figured out before you make an offer, before you buy. Okay. Super important. You make money when you buy. Always keep that in mind. You make money when you buy, you make money when you buy. Make sure you drill that into your head, because if you know that your offer price is the only way you're going to make money, the purchase price, what you buy this home for, is how the profit is determined. Okay. So this is part 5. This is the last video in my Zillow series on how to analyze your market using Zillow. So this particular video, I'm going to jump in and it's going to be a little bit shorter. Some of the videos from my Zillow series were a little bit longer. I like to keep my videos pretty short and sweet, like 5 to 10 minutes, so that they're digestible. You can just consume them in bite-sized chunks. So this video is all about how to use Zillow, and when you're looking for the value of your homes, that you can, like, what can you sell a mobile home for? That's what I use Zillow for. I use Zillow to help me come up with these prices. But there's a difference between mobile homes in parks, in a mobile home park, like a trailer park, that's what I invest in, versus mobile homes on land. Okay. And the difference is huge, not only in the pricing, but how the entire thing is structured. Okay. So mobile homes in parks, this is what I do. They are considered personal property. They are not real estate. They sit on somebody else's land. The park owner owns the land and the homeowner owns the home, but then they rent the land from the mobile home park. On the other side, you've got mobile homes that are attached to the land. And those are set on foundation most of the time. They are, so you as a homeowner own the land, you own the home, and the value that is created when you purchase land, like there's a lot of value in land, right? So completely different. So you need to know how to kind of filter those things out when you're doing your research. So if you're trying to come up with your own market, you're figuring out your market, you're figuring out your sales, how much can you sell a home for? You want to make sure that you're looking at homes in a park. Okay. If you are investing using my strategies, which is mobile home parks, and we're flipping homes inside of these parks, then you're going to want to make sure you're honing in on the right homes and the right data. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to share with you the difference between a mobile home on land versus in a park. All right, I'm jumping into this little area. This is actually not even my area. I was working with a student in this area in my coaching group, and we were just talking about, values and stuff like that. So this is not even where I live, but it's just an area of suburb of Seattle. Anyway, doesn't matter. Same is going to be true for where you are. So the filters that you're going to want to pay attention to when you're coming up with your sold comps or your after repair value, you're going to focus on sold, is this filter right here. Property type, make sure you only have checked manufactured. You want to uncheck all of these. And also important, coming up with those numbers is making sure that under more filters, you scroll down and you do homes that have sold in the last 6 months or sooner, or more recent, I should say. So when I'm looking at this map, I can quickly tell that there's a huge price difference between 490,000, 580,000, 475,000, and then we've got 103,000. Okay. So it's like we've got one side of the highway looks like a ton of mobile homes in mobile home parks versus over here, we've got mobile homes that are probably on land. So let me just jump into, and on Zillow, there's no way to filter out mobile homes in a park versus on land. They're just one category, just manufactured homes. So let's just jump into this one right here so we can take a look. Where'd it go? There we go. There's a couple ways if you're not sure. Number one, the price is going to be a huge, like you're going to be able to see for your area, and your area is probably not going to be this expensive. This is Western Washington, and it's a more expensive area of the country. You know, if you live in Alabama or the Midwest somewhere, your prices are going to be totally different. So just understand that it's all going to be relative though. So let's say you can sell, let's say maybe real estate in your area goes for 250 or 300,000. You know, this that we're looking at here, I mean, this is 580,000 for a manufactured home. So maybe real estate in your area is 300,000. Your mobile homes will be, you know, relative to that price. I found that is pretty true. So number one, you can see that there is a lot size. Okay, this is on 0.79 acres. So we know right away, this is a mobile home on land. Okay. And that's going to be common with real estate. You're going to have real estate is going to be, it's going to have the land size. Mobile homes in a park are not going to have any of that. I'll show you some examples of that. See right here, you can see 0.39 acres. That is not going to be, you will not have any acreage size on your mobile homes in a park. Okay, and you can just tell by the picture, this is not in a park. So let's go over to, let me show you some examples of mobile homes in a park and how you can distinguish those. Number one, I can just tell right away that these are mobile home parks just because I can see the outline of the park. Like this is a park right here. Like this is a park and it says 2 units in there. Like that's right there, an indication that we've got mobile homes in a park. So let's go here. I'm just going to click here and I'm going to show you. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We'll just go to this park right here. And we'll just click on some of these. So you can see right here. So even though this is 155,000 relative to a mobile home on land, that is 580,000 we just saw. So there's a big difference. So typically with a mobile home in a mobile home park, you will see nothing right here. It'll be blank on the square foot lot, okay, versus acreage size. This is all information that is input by the real estate agent when they are doing the listing. So if they're doing it correctly, you will see nothing here. And the other indicator is that when you scroll down, typically the park name will be mentioned somewhere in the description. This real estate agent did not put that in here. But the other way you can verify this is down here under facts and features, go show more, and then you can see lease amount under details. Lease amount that's the lot rent. That's what that means. Okay, so let's just see here if this. Okay, yeah, so nothing here. So this is that same park. So this is how I know this, but okay. So that's just basically how you're going to make sure you're comparing apples to apples. We are not going to be comparing a mobile home in a park to mobile home on land when we're coming up with our values. So make sure that you're dialing in on mobile home park data and you don't confuse the two or mix the two. And I have a whole other set of videos that I've been doing in the series on coming up with values and marketability for the parks in your area. So make sure you go back and list and watch those. That will give you a bigger picture of how to come up with that information before you buy. So I will link one of those videos down below for you so you can go watch that one next. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you in the next video.